Representing Cairns Regional Mayor, Councillor Bob Manning, OAM. Deputy Mayor, Councillor Terry James. Maybe not. Again. Representing Cairns Regional Mayor, Councillor Bob Manning, OAM. Deputy Mayor, Councillor Terry James. Representing Queensland Police Service, Commissioner Katarina Carroll, APM. Far Northern Region Assistant Commissioner Brett Shafiris, APM. Representing Commanding Officer, Navy Fleet Command, HMAS Morton. Commander Fiona Southwood, RAN. Commander Alfonso Santos, CSC, RAN. And representing the Queensland President of the Bravery Association, Sergeant Dave Raymond, BN. Please join me in acknowledging our official guests. Please be seated. Shortly, Her Excellency the Governor will arrive. Please stand for the arrival of the Governor of Queensland, Her Excellency the Honourable Dr. Jeannette Young, AC, PSM. And please remain standing for the playing of the Vice-Regal Anthem, followed by the Australian National Anthem. Your Excellency, with your permission, I'll commence the ceremony. Her Excellency the Governor will present the Public Service Medal to Mrs. Lyndall Sellers for outstanding public service to education in Queensland, particularly in response to COVID-19, as a teacher librarian responsible for managing Resource Centre ICT support systems, library teacher aides and budgets, as a regional coordinator for the Children's Book Council of Australia Readers' Cup competition, for being instrumental in supporting all staff and students with the shift to online learning during the COVID-19 lockdown, and for lobbying for the increase of internet bandwidth for Cairns State High School to ensure optimal learning on the return to face-to-face education. be seated. Her Excellency the Governor will present the Ambulance Service Medal to Ms. Rita Joy Kelly for service to the Queensland Ambulance Service in various roles, including paramedic, clinical education manager, officer in charge, hospital liaison, operations supervisor, senior operations supervisor, acting executive manager operations Cape York, acting assistant commissioner, and as manager clinical education for the Cairns and Hinterland region, and for displaying respect, leadership, professional guidance, continued dedication and commitment. Her Excellency the Governor will invest with the Medal of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Mr. John Frederick Bear. For service to the community through a range of community organisations, including the Master Builders Association as founding member and divisional chairman, Innisfail and District Men's Shed as president, Brothers Leagues Football Club Innisfail Leprechauns as president and board member, Rotary Club of Innisfail Fitzgerald as president, chairman of the Harvest Committee and assistant district governor, State Emergency Service as member and group leader, Gundi Scout Group as scout leader and chairman, and as a recipient of an Australia Day Award for lifetime contribution.
Enjoyed it, see.
Well, you should come to Innisfail to award. You're so lucky, brother.
Yeah, that was on last year, wasn't it?
I was, yes. My husband spent 2 years there at the hospital when I was a junior doctor. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Her Excellency the Governor will present the Conspicuous Service Medal to Warrant Officer Danny Taylor for meritorious achievement in the enhancement of the Technical Secondment Program and the development of technical mastery in the Royal Australian Navy and nations to the Pacific. Commended for brave conduct, Mr. Kerrod Allen Andrews. Mr. Kerrod Andrews is commended for brave conduct for his actions during an altercation outside a supermarket in Cooktown, Queensland on 15 May 2018. At about 1 p.m, Mr. Kerrod Andrews was working at a supermarket when he witnessed 2 women fighting outside. He attempted to defuse the situation by standing in between the women and pushing them apart. Another man stepped in to assist Mr. Andrews. One of the women produced a knife and recommenced the attack on the other female. Mr. Andrews and the other man tried to restrain the armed woman and remove the knife. During the scuffle, The other man sustained a large laceration to his hand. Mr. Andrews was able to dislodge the knife from the woman's grip, and it was picked up by another employee. Mr. Andrews and the other man kept the two women separated until police arrived. Your Excellency, that concludes the investiture ceremony. I invite you to make your remarks.
Thank you very much, Yolande. Well, first, thank you so much for all of you making it here. Some of you for the third time, possibly all of you. I do apologise about that. And I think that not sure that I've had 4 VIPs before come to a ceremony, so that's wonderful. And as for having the band, that's very special. You don't normally get bands for little investiture services, so this is so good. And were you all playing for the flag raising ceremony? Oh, they're a very busy group. So I was in Townsville to raise the flags for Australia Day, so our national flag, state flag, and the Aboriginal flag and the Torres Strait Islander flag. And the band were brilliant, supported us. And did you sing? I did. I thought you did, but you're in uniform. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I've noticed quite a few people listening to the national anthem being sung so beautifully, so that was great. Now, so we have representing our Mayor of the Cairns Regional Council, the Deputy Mayor, Councillor Terry James. Thank you. Representing the Commanding Officer of HMAS Moreton for the Royal Australian Navy, we have Commander Alfonso Santos, CSC, RAN. Representing the Commissioner, Queensland Police Service, Far North Region, Assistant Commissioner Brett Schaeferis, APM, and representing the Queensland President of the Australian Bravery Association, Far North Queensland Committee Member Sergeant Dave Raymond, BM. Thank you all for coming along and acknowledging these 5 magnificent Queenslanders. I would like to start by acknowledging the original custodians of the land that we're on here this morning and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and if we have any First Nations people joining us here this morning. I've just spent the last day or so in Thursday Island, and that was a fantastic opportunity to meet with people up there and to award one lady with her mother's AM. So she'd come down from Thursday Island twice to Cairns to be awarded. So I said maybe it might be best if I go up to her for the 3rd time, because she was a bit worried it would get cancelled again. So I'm glad we're all here. So I'm just delighted this morning to present these very special Australian Honours and Awards in person, and our 3rd time lucky. So the first time my husband unfortunately got COVID, and those were the days that your close contacts were in isolation as well. And then the second time the Queen died, I received a phone call at 3 o'clock that morning, and I must admit one of the first things I thought, which is probably not respectful of the Queen, is, oh no, we've got investitures this morning. And we'd had a discussion only the week before about what would happen if that, and I remember my official secretary, Kate Hastings, saying, oh really, Your Excellency, we only have investitures a few times a year. Do you really think the Queen would die just when we've got an investiture? You've always got a plan for everything. So I do thank you for your patience and understanding and for coming back today and bringing your family along. I look forward to meeting them all, especially the little ones. How gorgeous. Yes. As a representative of our new sovereign, King Charles III, I do think it a great privilege to meet the incredible people who've demonstrated such outstanding dedication to serving others in so many different ways. There's no need to leave. Oh dear. Congratulations to each of you and to your families and friends who've encouraged and supported you on your journey to get where you are today. I know more than anyone, it's actually your family that makes what you can do possible. So congratulations to your families as well. To earn an award like one of these takes enormous effort, but what's so unique about our honours and awards system here in Australia is it relies on the involvement of peers to identify and nominate individuals that they consider worthy of receiving our country's highest honours. So it's someone has thought what you do or what you've done or what you've done through your career means that you are worthy of being recognised. That makes our system truly independent and ensures that everyone throughout our state, no matter where they live, in regional, in rural areas or in our cities, can equally be acknowledged and celebrated. And that's important because it is every single person out there in our community that makes our state, that makes it work and brings people together. Each of today's recipients is united, I believe, by their passion and commitment to serve their community in the way that they can best. Whether it is in the fields of education, in the military, emergency services, so ambulance, across a broad range of community building organisations, such as you do in Innisfail, or, in the case of Mr Andrews, through a courageous act of bravery that put your own personal safety in jeopardy to protect the safety of others, who I'm sure you didn't even know. What you have in common is your remarkable motivation to protect and improve the communities you serve by reaching out, being generous with your time and your expertise by being actively involved, and creating a rapport with others. That's what makes our community. And the sharing of knowledge is crucial to strengthening the abilities of those around you. And I think that's possibly what you also all have in common. Guiding other people to achieve a higher level and leading by example is always the true mark of leadership. Striving to drive positive change can often take genuine courage. The valuable effect of your endeavours is stronger communities where the ideals and aspirations we strive for, I believe, as a nation are enhanced to the benefit of all. And I do know, after my year in the role, that award recipients rarely actually seek recognition, and most are humbled by the honour, sometimes amazed that someone took the time and effort to nominate them for an award. But what makes today, I think, even more special, it gives you a chance to be exceptionally proud of your achievements, because I hope you are, you should be, and for us to publicly thank you for your contributions. We need occasions like this to reflect on the outstanding goodness at work in our communities, in our institutions, in our services, in our organisations, and to understand that a positive ripple effect can then make change throughout our community. So I encourage you to wear the pins that you receive, wear your medals, and show people how important it is to go that extra step, and for people to recognise the importance of that. So I get to say this as Governor on behalf of all the people of Queensland. I commend you and I extend my heartfelt thanks and admiration for what you've done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now that does conclude our investiture ceremony today, so I would ask that you please stand for the departure of Her Excellency the Governor of Queensland. Thank you. Now, recipients, as outlined